I promised I would make an Iceberg video on the mobile app cat game The Cats Collector, and I finally got around to making it. I don't have the greatest setup, so I apologise in advance for any audio issues. This Iceberg has 119 entries as we're recording this video, including common gameplay features, old features, secrets and animations, player theories, and more. I struggled to decide what entry should be placed on each tier, but I tried to place things that most players would know about on the higher tiers, and place things that are lesser known about and more speculative on the lower tiers. This Iceberg has 8 tiers, so I'll start at tier 1. Finally, if you want to know more about any of these entries, try looking it up in Cat Game, the Cats Collector Fandom Wiki. Now, let's begin. Tier 1. Clubs. Our private groups where up to 30 players can come together to compete in events, chat, and get other benefits. Event baskets. Our type of event that runs for a week. The first event basket of the month is usually a Key Frenzy event, which has a slightly different gameplay style. Players get a new premium tower room every event. All events. A shorter, more competitive event with ranked prizes. Players get a premium tower room for participating in the event. VIP membership. A subscription that gives players special bonuses. Flash sales. Sales that pop up on the screen can be special sales or rooms. Crafting, a primary feature of the game to collect decorations and progress to the regular tower. Starter cats. The first cats the players can choose from. They are Molly, Boots, and Smudge. Mr. Lollipop, originally known as Lollipop from the dessert room, is Cat Game's mascot. He is the in-game name of a dev of Cat Game and appears in multiple other rooms as a cameo in animations and decorations. A special variant of Mr. Lollipop named Golden Lollipop also appears as a cameo in other rooms. Bank, an important way to get supplies and coins. Players have to level up to access all the bank contests. Minigames. There are currently 4 minigames that give players money and points. These are Magic Cats, Blocky Cats, Poppy Cats, and Contest Vote. Animations. All cats in Cat Game have an animation. Some animations are short, simple, some are long, complicated, and some show cats from other rooms in them. Some cats from the earlier rooms share the same animation, though many of these earlier cats have 2 animation cycles instead of 1. Showrooms. Each player has a showroom that they can personalise with decorations and a maximum of 2 cats that they collect from other rooms. Tapping a player's profile or username anywhere in the game will allow you to see their showroom. Players can also like showrooms. Leaderboard. The leaderboard shows you how you rank compared to other players based on how many cats and decorations you have. You can see it by tapping on the crown icon on the side of the regular tower. You can also slide across the leaderboard to see your cohort leaderboard. Global Chat is a public chat that is divided into different rooms such as new players, VIP, and showroom. Players can mute global chat to stop seeing messages in it. Food. All regular tower cats eat food, so the new cats and supplies can be collected. These foods are sometimes a bit strange, which is covered in another entry. Minnow is the company that owns and develops Cat Game as well as Dog Game the Dogs Collector. Purchasable rooms. As well as free and event rooms, Cat Game also has purchasable rooms. Package rooms go into the regular tower when purchased, while flash sale rooms go into the premium tower when purchased. Tier 2. Speaking of Dog Game the Dogs Collector, some players may not know about the existence of this game released in 2021. Its gameplay is very similar to Cat Game. Its only major difference is its art style. Mini events. An older type of event. I might have put this in a lower tier, however the 24-hour mini events, known as mini event baskets, have made mini events common knowledge again. Regular tower, the main tower which holds free and package rooms. It's sometimes called the core tower. I didn't put it in tier 1 because not all players know the name of it. Premium tower, the secondary tower which holds event, exclusive and flash sale rooms. Cats and decorations in this room can only be obtained with premium keys. No dogs allowed. One of the loading screens says, "No dogs allowed," yet there are multiple dogs and dog rooms such as dog park, dog show, and dogs in the game. Not cats. Continue on to the last entry, not every cat within Cat Game is actually a cat. Many are other animals such as dogs, birds, and farm animals. Club Kitty is the only room that can be obtained exclusively through the club basket. Some players finish this room very quickly while others don't. Strange foods. As mentioned earlier, as you unlock new rooms in the regular tower, you begin to notice that some of the food is weird or really not food at all, such as fertilizer, eyeball, or detergent. Vampire cats. Though there's a cat called Vampire in the Halloween room, this entry refers to the fact that there is a food called blood from the heavy metal room. Where and how this blood is obtained is left up to fan speculation. Alcohol. Cat Game does not have alcohol mentioned, however it's clear that many rooms feature alcoholic drinks in them. Most of the time it's part of a decoration, though it's possible that the food tonic for the western room is also alcoholic. Cat Game News is accessible through the settings and often pops up on the screen when a new announcement is added. It is used by Cat Game to announce upcoming rooms, address proponents, and conduct surveys. Cat Game social media. Cat Game has social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where they promote the game and sometimes have giveaways. Prestige is sort of bonus feature where players can redo a room that they've already completed in order to get more points during events. Preferred food. Each regular tower room has preferred food. Cats fill double the amount of hearts eating their preferred food, but they can still eat any food. Top of the regular tower. If you complete the regular tower, a blue floor will appear saying, "Congratulations, you have reached the top of the core tower." With an info button telling the player to keep an eye on the newsfeed or visit the shop. Club basket, also known as the heart basket, it can be spun once you collect 200 hearts from the club actions. It can give you supplies such as premium keys, metal, wood, and string. Tier 3. Secret baskets, an old type event that was quietly discontinued since event baskets began. The change of the monthly event schedule was sort of controversial when it first happened. Connected rooms. If you've been playing for a while, you may notice that the same rooms are connected by a theme, story, or aesthetic. For example, the rooms Dream and Nightmare are connected by the same story, while the luminescent rooms are all connected by a similar aesthetic. Cat Game itself refers to them as sequel rooms. Basic Premium Tower Rooms. The 8 rooms that all players can get when spinning the Premium basket. They are seen in the bottom of the Premium catalogue. Rankings. During events, clubs and players are ranked against each other based on who has the most points. This can also give prizes. Top clubs. If you've been playing for a while, you may have noticed that the same clubs will rank within the top 10 nearly every club event. These are the most competitive clubs. Club badges on event rooms. Once the club event is finished, the winning club gets their logo added to the room as a badge. When tapping the badge, it will show the month and year the club won as well. If the club event was a repeat, it will show the information for multiple clubs under one badge. Community made rooms. Some regular tower rooms have a badge of a club logo as well. Tapping on the badge will state which club won what club event and explain that was their chosen room for their prize of winning that event. Club notices show all. The club heart notices is a section of the club where you can access to collect hearts, which shows you what each player in the club did to create hearts. However, did you know that tapping on each notice can show you a full image of the player's contents entry, decoration, or a cat with the full animation? Cats hidden in other rooms. Cats from other rooms can sometimes be seen in other rooms, usually as part of a decoration or on the wallpaper, and sometimes as part of a cat's animations. The room game store probably has the most cats from other rooms in it, and even a dog from Dog Game. Summer-crafting craze. These were special events that required players to craft materials in a limited amount of time to get secret decorations. I really enjoyed these events even though they were pretty difficult. Luminescent series, a popular ongoing series of event rooms that have the same aesthetic. The luminescent rooms so far include the original Luminescent Room, Luminescent Arctic, Luminescent Beach, Luminescent Desert, Luminescent Graveyard, and Luminescent Ocean. Cursed and weird animations. Some of the cast animations are just strange, weird or confusing, though they can be pretty funny too. Human figures. Despite taking place in a world of cats, some rooms have human figures in them, usually decorations. Mythology references. Cat Game has multiple rooms that reference mythology, such as the Olympus Room and Pyramid Room. And it raises some questions about the Cat Game's world, like if the gods exist in their world and if these afterlives do as well. Pop culture references. Many rooms in Cats are references to pop culture. Some of the more recent ones include the musical room, where each cat is a reference to a different musical, Toy Tower, which is clearly a Toy Story reference, Strange School, which is Stranger Things reference, and Pink World, clearly a Barbie movie reference. Tier 4. Glitch cats. Special cats that are only made available as compensation for players who experience serious glitches in the game. They can be seen at the top of the premium catalogue. Spit-ups, an old special event that introduced temporary type of new currency. Commemorative cats, same as glitch cats, however they are cats that were made to celebrate important milestones in Cat Game's history. Seasonal quests was a temporary way to gain old holiday themed rooms for the bank. Event bots. During events, you'll regularly notice a player that has an insane amount of points, and an amount of points that is impossible for most players to normally get. These players are bots and are usually quickly banned. I feel like these bots have been less common in recent events though. Deconstructivism animations. It's a pretty unique room because most of the cat's animations are very elaborate and meta. Room versus floor. You may notice on the wiki that the words room and floors are used interchangeably. That's because Cat Game itself does this, especially in the news. Birthday floor. The birthday floor was released to celebrate Cat Game's 1-year anniversary. Real countries in game. There are references to real countries in Cat Game's decorations and animations. For example, the Holiday Feast wall decoration shows a lot of countries' flags. There is also an Australia and Canada contest. Paper money. Cats in some animations use paper money, while the actual in-game currency is coins. Repeating animation assets. Some different cats have the same assets used in the animation, such as a blue mouse. Repeat animations. Many early cats have the same animations as well. Cats with multiple animations. Cats from earlier rooms have multiple animations. Cats with repeat animations seem to have stopped at the Nightmare room. Rooms with multiple foods. The first 10 rooms of the regular tale have multiple favourite rooms, the rest only have one. Dog game references. Certain cat animations and room decorations reference dog game. Secret decorations. Briefly mentioned before, these decorations are in the secret rarity. Some are in flash sale rooms, and some are the wall decorations of old club event rooms. The secret decorations that come from special cat game events like Crafting Craze or Cat Event Calendar are usually recolours of existing decorations. Some decorations from cohort events will be explained later. Tier 5. Bow Hat Cat's animation. This cat's animation is a reference to the dark movie book It by Stephen King. Jockey Cat and Dad Cat connection. We already know that the rooms Nightmare and Dream are connected. However, unless you have Jockey from the equestrian room, you wouldn't know that Dad Cat is actually her dad by looking at animation. Old mascot, Tabby. Tabby from Basic Room was the original mascot of Cat Game and was used in the tutorial. However, Mr. Lollipop replaced him, though he's still used as a secondary mascot, appearing regularly on the app's icons and being used for notices in the news and for sales. Old username system. For a long time, usernames were very difficult to get changed. I had to ask support to change them and they'd only do that for special circumstances. Now it's really easy to change your username. Mannequin animation. Notable for possibly being the fastest animation in Cat Game and showing off the outfits of many other cats, it's fun to start the animation and take a screenshot and see which costume you got. Weird cat eyes. Instead of the usual dot eyes, some cats have unique coloured eyes or different shaped eyes. An example of this is Poster Cat from the Art Nova room. Gameplay references in cat animations. Mentioned briefly in the Deconstructivism entry, some cats have meta animations, meaning animations that reference species within the game itself, such as clubs, crafting, and creating cats. Garfield Floor. The Garfield Floor was a package room that has not been available for purchase since November 11th, 2020. It's notable for being the only room that isn't available anymore, and for its art style that doesn't fit in with the rest of Cat Game. No one really knows why it's not available anymore, though most people think it's because of copyright laws. I personally hope it comes back one day. I would really love to get it. Catalogue image differences. In the catalogue, the player can view the cat. Usually the cat is in its neutral pose that is seen when the cat isn't moving, and this will be the pose seen when making the cat the player's profile picture. However, some catalogue images are different to the actual cat and even show the cat in a pose never seen in the animation. For example, in the catalogue, Krampus' cat has his tongue out, while in the animation he never even shows his tongue. The hide and seek room intentionally does this to fit the theme of the room. In the catalogue, the cats can all be seen, but in the actual room, the cats can't be seen until the animations begin. Jonathan and Mr. Lollipop connection. Jonathan is a mini cat from the schoolroom. In the detective room, the clues board decoration shows Jonathan with a line connected to a picture of Mr. Lollipop. You could use this information to make all sorts of theories. Small Pets designer. The cat Sugar Glide and Cockatoo from this room were designed by player Doverkin. Glitch exploits. There are some glitches that people are able to use to get points in events. These events have been fixed in the game. Other ones I can remember include a key frenzy event where the prizes gave way more keys than usual, so it was really easy to complete the room. Another one was a glitch that allowed players to spin the heart basket many more times than hearts than they actually had, which gave them more points and prizes. Western Room wallpaper secrets. On the wallpaper there are posters of wanted cats. These include Mr. Lollipop, Farmer Boy, Sun Hat and Eddie, but with a monocle for some reason. I don't know why they're wanted. Pets and other animals and animations. In many cats animations, you can see cats with pets like dogs, which is kind of funny considering they're cats. Floors connected via wallpaper. As mentioned before, there are some rooms that show another room in their wallpaper. For example, in the Cat Game Dev wallpaper, you can see the punk room. This is kind of strange, since the rooms are meant to be in a tower. Fan Request Cat. Dave the Magical Cheese Wizard was a unique cat since it was originally created for Cat Game's social media accounts, then it was added to the game by a fan request. Minnow Upvoting Forum. Minnow has an upvoting forum where people can suggest ideas or raise concerns and people can vote on them. Tier 6. False Advertising. Cat Game's advertisement for the game sometimes don't show the gameplay or catalogue accurately. When playing at the earlier levels, the player will receive a pop-up saying that this is the last chance to get the starter cats if they haven't already purchased them. However, this isn't quite true. A sale for the starter cats will pop up every so often until the player purchases it. Crafted Game Update and Bugged Up Game Update. Many Cat Game updates have minor bugs, however in 2019 a game crafting update was released which forced many players to start basically from scratch. Thankfully I wasn't playing during that time. Rigged contests? Some players think contests are rigged as they don't believe the percentage is accurate. Whether or not the percentages are accurate is up for debate, but I do know that contests that have just been entered have a percentage of 0, and then in general, players vote for contests with the most eye-catching decorations, not necessarily the entries that best match the theme, unfortunately. No kittens. Despite kittens being a category in the wiki, the word kittens has never been used in cat game. The only word that comes close is kitties. Rigged premium basket? Some players think the premium basket is rigged to make it much harder to complete all the premium rooms. This is up for debate as it can't really be proven or disproven, but I do know that cat percentages of the premium basket and regular tower basket are not accurate. Decoration size changes. If you look at the earlier regular tower rooms and premium rooms, you may notice that in general, the decorations are much smaller than decorations in newer rooms. Art style changes. Similar to the last century, the older rooms and newer rooms have somewhat different styles, specifically the cats, as earlier cats have much simpler shapes, less detail, and usually had a darker and thicker outline than newer cats. Warrior Cats reference? An old fan theory is that the Fierce Room is actually a reference to the book series Warriors by Aaron Hunter, as the room cats of surviving the wild, use leaves to heal wounds, and have similar names to the cats in the book series. Showroom and contest animation differences. Cats from earlier rooms often have a different animation when they're in a showroom or contest compared from when they're in their own room. Cat cannibalism. Sounds dark, but it just refers to how in some cat animations, particularly the food cat animations, the cats are shown to eat parts of themselves. Don't worry, they usually regenerate. Animation errors. Most of the animations for the cats are really good, but some are just a little bit off, some cut off abruptly, and sometimes their movement is just a bit janky. Missing cats. This refers to how in some decorations and cat animations, you can see cats that you can't actually collect in the game. Leaked rooms. Some rooms have been leaked or revealed very early before they were added to the game. For example, the Donut Shop and Throne Hall rooms were revealed early in cat games advertisements years before they actually added to the game. Tier 7. Better Game. Better Game was the early version of Cat Game before it was released worldwide. Players who were part of Beta received Golden Loop Power and Cat Game left Beta. Incorrect names. Cat Game will sometimes incorrectly title rooms in the news, and in other cases, decorations will be incorrectly titled in flashback and throwback sales. Cat Game will very rarely intentionally change the name of rooms if it decides a new name is going to be more fitting. For example, Witch Shop was originally going to be called Contemporary Witch. Interchangeable names. Similar to the Floors vs Rooms entry, long-time players will have noticed that Cat Game sometimes uses multiple words to describe the same thing. For example, the words decorations, decor, and decor are used interchangeably. This doesn't affect gameplay, though it is somewhat confusing. Easier version? According to beta players and other early Cat Game players, Cat Game used to be easier. For example, apparently it used to be easier to get premium keys. Human bones. If there's ever bones, a skeleton, or a skull in a room in a Cat Game, it's almost always a human bone. In fact, the same human skull symbols are seen in multiple rooms. This is pretty bizarre considering it's a world of cats. Rarest cat? A common question, who is the rarest cat? It might be Golden Lollipop. It was only available for those who played during the beta, but it also might be a secret event cat that wasn't so popular so that not many players bought it. So I don't think we'll ever know for sure who is the rarest cat. Bonus entry. Rarest room? A suggested entry. Like the rarest cat question, it's pretty much impossible to answer what the rarest room is. I would guess that one of the rarest rooms will be one of the exclusive rooms, the flash sale rooms, or maybe the Garfield room. Cohort events were the first events of Cat Game that involved players competing in a cohort of other players to get materials to get the event rooms, decorations, and possibly cats. The cohort events rooms were Alice, Ponies, Masquerade, Gothic, and Wizard of Oz. Cohort events ended once the first club event, Fairy Tales, began. There's not really that much known about cohort events, so if you know anything about them, comment down below. Better exclusive decorations. As part of cohort events, players who ranked high enough could also get secret decorations, which had changed once Cat Game got rid of cohort events. Longest cat animation? Some cats have really short animations, some have really long ones. There's probably one that's longer than the rest, but I don't have every cat, so I don't know what that one would be. Comment below if you think you know. Star level requirement change. In the early years of Cat Game, package rooms and higher level free rooms gave a lot more stars for collecting cats and decorations, which made leveling up much faster. But on July the 18th, 2019, the star requirement to level up was changed. This explains why some older player accounts are at a much higher level. Name sharing. Some cats, decorations, and rooms share exactly the same name. This can be quite confusing. For example, there is a chocolate cat from the candy room, a chocolate cat from the dessert room, a chocolate food for the cake room, and a room called chocolate. Change asset colours. Sometimes Cat Game randomly changes asset colours. For example, buy buttons for food used to be green, but now they're gold. Old Minnow game references. Many rooms reference Minnow's old game of Minnow monsters, such as the Minnow Beach room, the Minnow Forest room, and the cat game Dev room. T8. Now this is where the weird theories come in. Human apocalypse theory. Since there are human bones and figures in cat game rooms, a possible theory to explain this would be that all humans must have died somehow, that all is left are cats trying to mimic them by wearing their clothes and decorating the rooms with the leftovers of human civilization. I really like this theory and could honestly make a whole video about it if people wanted me to. Abandoned accounts. Accounts in cat games seemingly can't be deleted, so if a player decides to quit, their account will remain visible. Many clubs have an auto kick feature which removes inactive players. However, for the clubs that don't, and for leaders who can't be kicked, their days since inactivity can be seen by all players. Another way of seeing dead or inactive accounts is by scrolling through the leaderboards. You'll notice that as you tap on the profile that some of the players that are on there haven't been active for hundreds of days. Catmaker.io. Maker.io is a website that allows you to create your own character and outfit, but someone has actually made a cat game Maker.io so you can make your own cat game character. Mr. Low Power Overlord or God Theory. Mr. Low Power is hidden in so many rooms, decorations, and cats animations. He seems to be a very influential and powerful figure in the world. A funny theory is that he's actually the Overlord or God. Mr. Low Power Criminal Theory. Since you see him in the wall decoration in the detective room and in a wanted post in the western room, it makes you wonder what he's done to be investigated. Abandoned clubs. Similar to abandoned accounts, some clubs are abandoned by the leader and are completely inactive, but are still available to join. Cats are deities theory. There are many cats that seem to be immortal and have godlike powers. An explanation for this is that they are possibly deities. Immortal cats. Similar to the previous entry, there are many cats who simply can't die, as we see them going back to normal no matter what crazy things happen to them in their animations. Dead cats. It seems that death does exist in cat games world, as you see gravestones, zombie cats, and ghost cats, as well as the bones and skeletons I mentioned before. You can also see Mr. Low Power in the Day of the Dead room, in a photograph on an offrender. Vet vs Hospital. There is a hospital and a vet room in cat game, yet all the characters in the game are cats. This is very confusing, but also funny. Cat murder. In some animations, some cats can be seen trying to attack another cat, sometimes pretty violently. And that's the end of the iceberg. Wow, it's such a relief to have finally finished recording this video. I've been wanting to do it for years now, but I didn't have a microphone, and even when I got one, I didn't have the time or confidence to make a video. I really don't like the sound of my voice, and definitely am not used to talking for this long, but hopefully the audio was right. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Did you learn anything you didn't know already about cat game? Or did I miss something? I look forward to reading your comments. See ya!